6 years ago, specifically November 2014, we lost a loved one who's very near and dear to my heart and to your heart as well. This is our Lolo or our grandfather.
We call him Dada.
Yes, si Dada. And this June is his birth month. Ayan. So, we will do a tribute kung ano yung mga lessons na natutunan natin, particularly on how to become a good communicator.
Kasi si Dada, he was a very good communicator. Yung dindig niya, yung boses niya, iba talaga.
Yes, Besh, and then he's so much more. So yun yung isi-share natin. Ano yung, siguro, hopefully, you guys would celebrate with us as we look back kung ano yung mga lessons na natutunan namin with my Lolo, with our Dada, and also the lessons na ituro niya sa amin ay we hope to share it to you naman para ma-apply nyo din. So, Besh, what is your most vivid memory kay Dada when it comes to training us on how to speak well?
I just remember na if pumunta tayo sa bahay niya, tatawagin kayo sa parang small office niya, parang sa library niya. Tapos before kanya bibigyan ng pera, dapat magkwento ka muna. So, parang napapractice mo na yun. Ano ba yung ginawa ko? Kahapon yung ginawa ko sa school. It's making you share stories.
Yes.
So, ikaw naman, ano yung naalala mo?
Kasi ako yung unang apo ni Dada. So ayun, so when I was young, mahihain ako.
Ay, talaga?
Yes, guys. So mga 9 years old ako, halimbawa, if I stand in front of a group, talagang manginginig talaga yung puwet ko, ganyan. So it was a journey for me to gain that confidence talaga. And Dada was an instrument para mag-gain ko yung confidence talaga. Oo, on how to speak confidently and, you know, to really watch your words when you talk. Ayan.
So these are the 3 communication lessons that we learned. Dada, this is for you!
Lesson number 1, be curious. Especially when you start conversing to someone, you know, minsan nahihiya ka paano kumausap, first time kayong nagkakilala, di ba? Tapos nahihiya ka talaga. So the conversation must be more than just, how are you?
Kasi minsan, di ba, pag nawawalan ka ng topic, minsan kasi nabablanko ka talaga.
Yes, but when you are curious, there will always be something to talk about. For example, nakipag-usap ka ng nagbibenta sa streets. For example, nagbibenta ng siomai, di ba? Ate, gaano ka nakatagal dito? Gusto mo ba yung ginagawa mo? Di ba? For example, nakamit ka ng isang doktor, di ba? How is it na may times na nag-graveyard ka, graveyard shift ka? How do you handle it? Di ba? So, marami. When you're curious, there will always be something to talk about. And that's what Dada was sa atin, di ba? Na, I remember, mostly every weekends, pumupunta tayo sa kanya, di ba? Tapos yun na, nakikipag-usap. Usually, sinabi mo nga, nagtatanong talaga siya. So, ano nangyari sa'yo? Anong sinabi mo? So, anong ginawa mo?
He was curious so that to keep the conversation going.
Yes, oo. So, he was very curious. Na-realize ko na ano pala ginagawa. He was very curious. That's why, yung kinakanta ko din talaga, I must be curious. And yun, na-adapt ko na talaga. I'm really curious.
Akala ko talaga, ka lang, mga chika lang.
But curious na talaga. Kasi nakuha ko kay Dada. He's very curious. So, para talagang hindi lang siya ang palaging nagtatanong, na-realize ko na dapat din ako magtanong sa kanya. Di ba? So many questions that come. So many conversation starters arise when you're curious.
So number 2 lesson naman natutunan ko talaga sa kanya is you need to love reading books.
Yes.
Sa kanya, di ba, meron siyang cute library na ang dami talaga niyang books, different kind of genres, from encyclopedias, from stories, novels, di ba?
Si Dada has always been a book reader. So he can spend hours na magbasa ng libro.
Pero actually, you know, before he died, he wanted to write a book. Actually, ako yung nagtatype ng book na gusto niya. I just don't know where it is now.
So ano yun?
About something about religion, his views about religion.
I know religion can be a very sensitive topic and we respect that. He was the one who taught me that as well. So when I came here in the UAE, yun nga, you meet different nationalities of different faith. He was the one who, because he was an avid reader nga, ang daming he reads about all kinds of religions, you know. So hearing his stories somehow influenced me to have an open mind. So Dada has been very influential to me when it comes to, you know, the love of books. Ako mismo, I'm a lover of books. For me, somehow, when I read a book, so when I read a book, naalala ko si Dada. So that's why I really love books because I know somehow natutuwa yun.
So reading books gives you an open mind. So what else can you learn from reading books?
Okay, so from reading books, what I learned from Dada is apart from having an open mind, you increase your vocabulary. And then also, you tend to realize that there are opinions that might be different to you, but then it widens your understanding of the world, And then sometimes, lalo pag nagbabasa ka ng mga biography, you discover struggles of people na you can, where you can learn as well na matututo ka doon na para maiwasan mo na rin. Or successes na ginawa nila na, if they can do it, I can do it as well.
Kasi di ba sabi mo you love reading books. So what type of books can you recommend to a person who is not really into books?
Okay.
What genre do you recommend?
For me, ito na, yung una kong binasa was Harry Potter. And then until na makuha mo yung habit talaga na magbasa ng libro. And then, if you're into self-help books, di ba, yung mga, if you're into self-development naman, Who Moved My Cheese is a very good book. Easy read siya, pero yung lessons niya are there. For you to know kung ano talaga yung genre makakahiligan mo is for you to explore. So, explore. Try to read as much books as you can. And then, different genres para
maybe
makita mo yung love mo.
Yeah, maybe what's best is kung ano yung hilig mong gawin and then find a book, find a similar book of that topic, tapos basahin mo. Maybe that would spark and help you love books.
Yes.
What's the third lesson that we learned?
Okay. And the third naman is something that I carry with me, and I carried this since I heard it from him, na tinuro niya sa akin. It is talk to the heart. Sabi niya, when you talk to a person, there are times when you disagree. So sabi niya, if you talk to the mind of a person, minsan nagdi-disagree kayo kasi one person might have a different belief than you. So if you talk to the mind, logical ang mind sabi niya. So he or she might argue with you. So hindi magiging close-minded siya. But if you talk to the heart, sabi ni Dada, puso to puso, you will open doors and open gates. So, there must be sincerity in what you say. You talk to the heart, and then once you do that, everything is possible.
Hindi ko na naabutan yung tip na yun from Dada, but I got that tip from you, di ba?
Because I remember, there was a time na doon talaga tayo nakatira malapit sa kanila. Hindi ka pa napanganak noon. But then eventually, we had to move to different houses na malayo talaga. Pero every weekend, pumupunta tayo kay Dada. So, kahit high school ako or college, there were times na weekends would be spent with him. So, doon talaga, he would ask me questions, ano nangyari. Then he would, pag sinabi ko sa kanya, nag-report ako, ipapaulit niya. Ipapa-report niya ulit. Or kung naghalimbawa, declamation or nag-speech, ganyan, ipapaulit niya. Then he would listen. Yun talaga yung sinasabi niya, it's good na nagpa-practice ka, na nagsasalita ka. Tapos, sasabihin niya talaga, always remember, talk to the heart. Kasi pag kinausap mo na yung puso, everything will open.
These are just few of the many lessons that we learned from him, diba? So even though that he's not here, we miss him dearly. Lagi natin siya na pag-uusapan every now and then, but his lessons always remain with me.
Yes, and I remember, sinasabi niya, I won't die, I will just fade away. Yun yung sinasabi niya. But I also make sure na he won't fade away in me. Naiyak talaga. Kasi yun nga, I was very close to him. When we talk about him, because this is my first heartbreak talaga na because Dada has been our first loss. Sa family talaga na para sa akin talagang natamaan talaga ako because I was very close to him. So, and I think people, the pain will always be there, but you will learn to live with it. Sometimes, when I remember that, how can I make sure that how can I make sure that he lives on? And that's through his lessons. Ang sinasabi ni Dada palagi, gay, which is my nickname, sinasabi ni Dada, gay, if you are gay, if you know how to talk and if you know how to communicate to people, kahit saan ka man dali ng mundo, you will survive if you can talk. So, we hope that if you are someone who is a bit shy, you're very reserved ka, you don't know how to open up to people, hopefully, kung ano yung naituro sa amin will help you as well. Be curious, stay curious, ask questions, and genuinely be curious, because there will always be something interesting to discover. Yung pangalawa naman, learn to read books because books will open your vocabulary. Could be an instrument, a conversation starter. And number 3, talk to the heart. Sometimes it's good to not be logical all the time, but to just talk human as human, who are emotional beings as well. And once you do that, you will always connect to the person.
Lagi pa sinasabi ni Dada sa akin na hindi daw siya mamamatay pag hindi daw ako naging Miss Universe. Sana ko na lang.
Nami-miss natin si Dada. Wherever you are, Da, I know that he is listening right now. He is forever present. So, hopefully, you are happy that we carry the lessons that we learn from you. And hopefully, we get to spread this kung ano man yung natutunan namin sa inyo din na nanonood. So, thank you very much for watching. This is the birthday month of our very much loved Dada. Yeah, so thank you for celebrating it with us. And we'll see you again in our next video. Bye!